We're always told that building self-discipline is all about just trying harder. But let's be real, if that actually worked, we'd all be hitting our goals, right? The real problem isn't about how much effort you're putting in, it's about not having the right system. So today, we're going to break down a 5-rule system to build habits that actually finally stick. I mean, we've all been there. You get this burst of inspiration, you start a new habit, and you are absolutely on fire. For a few days, maybe a week, you feel unstoppable. And then, poof, life gets in the way, that motivation just disappears, and you're right back where you started. So, what is going on? Why is it so incredibly difficult to make a new habit last? Well, the answer isn't what you probably think it is. We tend to beat ourselves up thinking, ugh, I just don't have enough willpower. But what if that's the wrong way to look at it? What if treating discipline like some muscle you can just force to be stronger is actually setting you up to fail? Because here's the secret. Self-discipline isn't some magical trait you're born with or without. It's a skill, and you can build it. It's not about fighting against your own brain. It's about giving your brain a much better, much smarter system to run on. And that's exactly what we're going to build, right here, right now. Okay, so this brings us to the first and most important rule. You have to find your why. Think about it. Without a really powerful, deep-seated reason to change, any system you try is just going to fall apart. Your why is the fuel in the tank, and you need to know exactly what it is before you even turn the key. And a truly powerful why actually has 2 parts. It's not just about the good stuff you'll gain, like, I want to get fit. It's also about really feeling what you stand to lose if you stay exactly where you are. You need the pull of that amazing future you want, but you also need the push away from the pain of your present. That combination, that's what creates motivation that just won't quit. So how do you actually make that motivation real and tangible? That leads us straight into rule number 2, the to-list method. This is a super simple but incredibly effective exercise to make your why totally concrete and impossible to forget. It's as simple as it sounds. Get a piece of paper. On one side, you're going to make your want list. Write down all the amazing things you're working towards. Feeling more energetic, being proud of yourself, that sense of confidence. Then, on the other side, you make your never again list. This is where you get brutally honest about the stuff you want to leave behind for good. Your want list is going to pull you forward, while that never again list makes sure you never look back. All right, your motivation is crystal clear, but now we face the biggest hurdle of all, just starting. And that's where rule 3 comes in. And honestly, it sounds kind of crazy at first. Make your goals small. I mean, so ridiculously small that it feels silly not to do them. Let's take a huge goal, like get fit. That's so vague and intimidating, right? So we're going to shrink it way down. Today, your goal isn't to run a 5K. Your goal is just put on your workout clothes. That's it. That's the win for the day. And what happens next? Well, once the clothes are on, you might think, stretching for 5 minutes sounds pretty easy. And after you stretch, a 10-minute walk doesn't seem so bad. See what's happening? You're building momentum by making that first step completely effortless. So you've got this tiny bit of momentum going. How do you keep the ball rolling? Rule 4 is all about this. Track your progress. And listen, this isn't just for spreadsheets and data nerds. It's about creating a powerful psychological feedback loop that proves to your own brain that you are winning. Think about it. Every single time you track your action, even if it's just a big red X on a calendar, you're giving yourself concrete proof that you showed up. You start building a chain of these X's, and pretty soon your new motivation becomes don't break the chain. Seriously, this one simple habit is often the single biggest difference between people who succeed and people who give up. And that beautiful chain of actions leads us to the final and by far the most powerful rule of them all. This is the one that makes the change permanent. Rule 5 is to define your identity. Just let that sink in for a second. Every action you take is a vote. It's not just a thing you do, it's a piece of evidence you're handing to yourself about who you are. Did you go for that walk? Boom, you just cast a vote for, I'm a healthy person. Wrote just one paragraph? You just cast a vote for, I'm a writer. This is the huge mental shift. The goal isn't the outcome anymore, like lose 10 pounds. The goal is to become the identity. You're not trying to work out. You are the type of person who doesn't miss workouts. You're not hoping to write. You are a writer who writes every day. All of a sudden, making the right choice isn't a struggle. It's simple. It's just who you are. And that's the whole secret. That's how you make habits last for a lifetime. Because when your actions and your identity are one and the same, you don't even need willpower anymore. You're just being you. The behavior isn't forced, it's just a natural result of who you see yourself to be. And that's when change really becomes permanent. So when you put all these rules together, you realize something amazing. Self-discipline was never about willpower or punishment or forcing yourself into some miserable restrictive box. It's actually the complete opposite. It's about freedom. It's the freedom you get when you align your daily actions, one tiny vote at a time, with the person you truly want to become. So I'll just leave you with this one thought. Every single choice you make today, no matter how small it seems, is a vote cast for your future self. The only question left is, who are you going to vote for?